code. Both provisions for this type
You see, she's just stuttering and trying to make something up right now.
looking to kill a police officer.
That makes exactly no sense. And watch her stumble babble over the rest of this explanation. Like she don't even believe what she's saying. Look at her face right there. These people are wicked.
I from my watch. My staff to follow these facts exactly. And
you see the long pause right there, and I know they're not buying this, but you know I'm gonna try to add this last little bit in.
So is it going this way?
Other way, the other way, so it's turned that way. So the butterfly.
Customers and employees today expect instant, always-on service at their fingertips. But keeping up with their rising expectations can stretch even the best teams to their limits. That's why at Freshworks, we're introducing Freddy AI Agent, the people-first AI solution designed to support both customers and employees.
Y'all be able to read it.
Freddy AI Agent is always on, working around the clock to support your customers and employees across all your channels. Freddy AI Agent is autonomous. It doesn't just follow a script. Instead, it learns from your knowledge sources, understands context, and adapts to deliver accurate responses in near real time. Freddy AI Agent is trusted and secure. Train it on approved sources, set guardrails, and ensure alignment with your security and compliance policies. Freddy AI Agent delivers a personal touch. From routine inquiries to complex multi-step issues, it understands your needs and converses in human-like language that is natural and thoughtful. The best part? Setting up Freddy AI Agent is incredibly easy. Simply connect it to your knowledge sources, and it's up and running in minutes. No code.
All right, so I'm gonna try to make sense of it. Is she saying that this brother's being charged with 2 counts because one, the police officer was an officer doing his duties, and then another count is because, you know, anybody should have known that he was doing his duties, and then it changes. It changes because the police officers was doing his job, and you know, this person was intentionally looking to kill a police officer. So we think those facts meet both criteria. It doesn't make sense. Once again, this is a perversion of justice. How can you be charged with 2 counts of the same type of murder
It ain't gonna work.
when only one individual dies? Are we saying that the police officer is 2 people? One as a police and one as a person, or one as a police and one as a police doing his job, one as a police and one as
Well, they don't make sense.
injustice, perversion of justice. That's what we're seeing. And so I am going to break down this entire press conference because you can just see the evil, you know, that they're trying to portray. Like this one instance, listen to what she says in response
I don't remember. If
to
he
this
do, I ain't
man
finna tell
asking,
you. They're shaking out on you.
ever seen anything like this? Hold on, let's go back a little bit before she spoke.
Just the other day, said it was something unprecedented, something he's never seen before. Can you just comment on the nature of this case, essentially a police shooting, leading to what appears to be an act of aggressive abuse? Do you see it that way? Can you comment on the nature of this case?
can only tell you that I've never seen someone
Salute you.
hunted down and killed like this.
Stop right there. Let's stop it right there.
Stop the cap.
This lady says she's never seen anybody hunted down and killed like this. So I guess you never saw the video of Tamir Rice.
No.
I guess you never saw the video of the officers who did this to Ryan Hinton a day before. I guess you never saw the other thousands of police shootings where people are running away from the police
Right.
and they are getting hunted down. That's
They
why
don't
I
know what to
They
do.
emphasize
always put the
hunted down.
They don't know what to do, cause they ain't never seen a nigga fight back.
Delusion.
and he went to court.
These white people have in
Yeah.
this position.
No fear.
Maybe
Right.
you don't consider us
You see the hate in the room, boy.
You've never seen it happen like this because
Because the tension in the room with a
it
knife.
happens to black people. So that doesn't matter. But when it happens to a white person and he's allegedly hunted down and feel like that, oh, I've never seen this. This is the most terriblest thing in the world. Do you see the delusion? That's why I want to break down this entire press conference. And when I get the time, I'm going to do it. But all throughout this, she shows that partiality. The partiality to young black men being genocided by police, and the favoritism to this police officer who allegedly was targeted by a man whose son was hunted down by the police. Do you see the irony in these words? I think it was one or two more things she said in here. So I'm gonna play this and then we're gonna move on.
You know the dudes who used to be down the street by the expressway? That's what we'll call like these slaves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they closed.
Yeah, they closed.
That this is something
I
unlike
like
we've
that
ever
little
seen
shop.
before.
Yeah. It's another tattoo spot. Them two
Yeah,
though.
they hide.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Look at
Are
it.
they
This
black
is
and
something
white?
like we've never
You
seen
know,
before. So
Johnson had
you've
a
never
whole bunch of
seen
different
all
people
Yeah.
and they would charge their own
deaths
different
by
like
police
they hide now.
officers in America. You're old enough to know where have you been had your head buried under the sand?
I want to see their work.
Look at it. She
Double
can't,
work.
she can't even
I
take
mean,
the
I see
words
double work.
to justify her
It's over there,
statement.
they got
Yeah.
one stud, and some dude.
Oh, it's
Young,
still.
they black, one on
Protect
stud.
the families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have laws to protect everybody who's
Great,
going about
it
their
just
business.
moves unprofessional, you know.
Yeah.
Joker had his stuff down pat.
Yeah, Joker did have a lot of trouble. Yeah.
And he's killed for that.
I don't know why. I think that's part of that. Just
He
compromise.
wasn't just killed for showing up and doing his job. He was killed because another police officer killed his son. So that is, people forget that he just Rodney Hinton Jr. just didn't wake up one morning and said, I'm just gonna run over police. Now once again, it's unfortunate that he chose that particular police, but that is not why the man was killed because
Ooh, I
the
felt
police
that
killed
one.
his son.
Ooh, some jumped in my
Let's get that
hand.
straight.
Oh, no.
Given that this case is going to be pursued as a death penalty case,
Death penalty.
What?
of that,
And I'm not even gonna play
Yeah,
Sheriff. I don't even know her name, but you know, I'm gonna leave her alone right now. We're gonna get back to what this lady said real quick, because she said something really irreprehensible. Like she said, okay, let's hear it.
We have no evidence that's been submitted to us about any mental health issues.
All right, right
Get a
there.
lot of evidence fast.
Right.
Somebody asked them about, do you have any evidence of his mental health state going in to, this situation? Oh, we have no evidence of any mental health. But when a white person just shoots a black person or goes on a shooting spree, the first thing they say, and so he was just going through some mental health issues. There's no, anybody can deduce if you just watch the video of your son, and if he did this, which once again I have evidence to the contrary, that would automatically be in question his mental health at the time, because he just saw a video of his son, as she mentioned, being hunted down, gunned down. So that's another partiality. Oh, when white people kill people, oh no, it's just a mental health. He was having a bad day, he was stressed, he just got word that his mom had cancer, he failed his math test, his dog ate his homework, all of these mental health issues. But right here, I don't have any evidence. But then while ago he said, well, I can't tell what's in his mind when he's doing what he's doing. So how do you know? So last thing she said, this is why I want to break down the whole thing, because if you're not listening, if you're not paying attention, you don't know what they're doing.
Oh, it's almost sober. I love tattoo, but goodness.
I know, right? No, that wrist.
Yeah, it's kind of tender. I got them, but I ain't remember. How much you charge to color them little foot? They supposed to be some paw prints. I don't know why they did them pink. They look like a rash in the middle.
It's still being investigated, so I have no information to share with you on that.
$30, yeah. I'm gonna just color my little paw prints.
All right,
Okay.
so
You want to do today?
that's when she goes back into, the psychobabble about why he's being charged with two. But you heard what they asked about
No, I want
the
a black.
situation with
Yeah, so it
Ryan
look like
Hinton
it's
Jr.
pink. It look like a rash.
What did she say?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, they're still being investigated, so I don't have any comment on that. Is not this incident still being investigated?
And it's coming out.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna throw that, like, everybody is kind of focusing on Rodney Hinton Jr.'s case, because I guess that's the most polarizing. They want to specify the sanctity of the officer's life and how heinous and terrible this is. But let's not forget Ryan Hinton, who was shot in the back by the police officer.
Yeah.
Which
Might
is
as
the
well
catalyst
be
for
wild.
why we're here right
Yeah,
now.
but he got to change the music.
We don't have anything to say about that. Well, you got a lot to say about this. So, I wanted to point that out real quick because I just thought it was heinous again. According to the information I got, that there's a reason why there's
Yeah,
two
look at the
counts.
skin right there. So, it ain't no fat on the
Another
wrist.
woman in the car.
So it's kind of bone like a, I wouldn't say a
That woman
bone
was the
area.
alleged driver,
but
not Mr.
uncomfortable.
Hinton.
But it ain't
Right.
bad.
You see Mr. Hinton in the video, in that same video that I did, he's giving it up, he's weary,
I mean, he
he's
recording, so I
not
can't make no
able
phone
to,
call.
know where he is.
So no matter how bad it hurt, I cried in the car.
Chat done seen it. Say happy. What they
Look
say?
like someone who just deliberately
I'ma cry.
ran over an officer. But
Cry in the car.
I cried in the car.
it's
I
basically,
never cried.
Cry in the shower. That's what he did.
Cry on the way out of here.
This mysterious
I
other
was
body
not crying. He lied.
that has been
Everybody
added.
be on to me. I be a whole
To
little
the case.
thing. Go
Yeah.
viral for crying.
Once again, prayers for the brother and his family. Prayers for Ryan Hinton's mother and all of the people who are loving and loving on and affected by this. But
They got
I
that
just
banging
think
on
this is
swole.
once again a perversion of justice, where they're charged this guy with two
Ooh, that
counts
thing's wow.
of aggravated murder. Talking about only one officer died, but you're gonna charge him with two counts of the same
All
charge.
right, sis, and I gotta say
That's
this just about
felony
anywhere
murder.
that
Like,
you
how
have
many
one.
times are you gonna charge
I'm gonna
this
put
guy
this one on the rate with my foot.
for the same
Oh,
thing? You
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
charge
So this
him 3
hurts.
counts of murder
Like
for
my
one
foot.
person.
Right.
So you said,
'Cause ain't no
so
facts.
you see the irony of it?
Other shady needles.
A police officer get killed, he's worth 3 people. A black man gets killed, he's worth 0.3 persons. He's worth a person at all, because, and the reason I say a
Right.
0.3 because they'll give the officer something like negligent, uncriminal, involuntary manslaughter with indifference. So,
Hello?
clearly a perversion of justice. And so, you know,
It's probably gonna brew.
it will not last. I think it won't hold up because I think the truth will come out about the other individual that was in the car with him who was the alleged driver. But as of now, you know, he still faces that death penalty ruling. But
Yeah.
y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.
That's in Jonesboro.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for sharing the video. As always, my name is Now.
Go home and watch him.
Yeah, he got that reporting all the
Saying,
bad news that's going on. Yeah, I was like, damn, they gonna kill somebody again.
And you know, that is ways that you can support this channel. But as always, peace and blessings, much love. And y'all let me know what y'all think about this video.
Perfect size, it ain't too big, it ain't too little, butterflies cute. I ain't gonna add them colors. That look like yours.
Well, if you're a person that is not willing to settle, if you're somebody that's looking around, you're looking at your life and saying, my original vision for my life doesn't match where I am. And maybe you're feeling a little stuck, or maybe, you know, I've tried several things, but they've not worked, but I want control of my own life, my own destiny. I want to be able to have my income change. I want to do something that's purposeful, that's meaningful, that makes me feel alive, like my life matters. Then there's an industry like no other that we've been a part of between us, 48 years for me, and how many years?
28 for me.
So like 76 years. I wish we had shared that, I think. But during those 76 years, we've learned a lot. We'd have to be idiots not to see there are patterns that make people succeed and patterns that make them fail. And so we've developed a format. We'll have 1 million people roughly join us. We've done it for 7 years in a row. This year's our favorite because we have some new tools and like nothing else. And it's just 3 hours a day, from 15 through the 17th.
In this event, you are going to get the pieces that you can immediately implement into your life. So you can see where to start, what's the next best step, and how to make this real. If you've been dying to do your own thing, if you've been thinking about it forever, if you know you're meant for more, you just haven't had the plan, I want to tell you, you are enough, you know enough. You just need help to get there, and we'd love to help you. May 15th through the 17th, it's about 3 hours a day. Click the link below, reserve your spot. We'll see you there.
We'll see you then.
I like that one you got the stars.
Ain't it cute? Almost made you want one, didn't it? Yes.
My profession.
You could always cover it with makeup.
And you didn't even tell me you got that.
I just
saw
went
it.
snuck and got it. After I got this one on the face, I was just like, oh man, I like it. I seen it. I seen this one. And she had, I got the derm one. Sorry, I got all of it. I'm gonna have to take maybe my derms out when I gotta get my MRI.
It has to work. Simple plan, fully fleshed out. I'll be going up a area. Now, I'll just clean and safely each one for like a year. It's just a test of this idea with bases.
Get me out! I'm the welcome! Get me out!
When it first come down to a random animal.
Yeah. I think I do, but I didn't yell.
Why don't we turn? The light flash. And then turn. What if I just need to try?
Okay. Alright.
Speed isn't a luxury anymore. It's a survival skill. The truth.
Right.
Most people will
But let me
never
just finish
build
this,
a
and then I
dream
got that hit you up.
Not because they're lazy.
You might send me that.
Not because they're stupid. Because
information.
they're slow. The second you have an idea, you're racing against the clock. Against other founders. Against the market. Against your own doubt. And 99% of people lose that race before they even realize they're in it. The game is rigged against them until fame is it.
Oh, man, another hour ago, goddamn.
crazy one right there. You seen that one? The kid kicking in their door when he shot him.
Oh, that what happened?
Yeah, they were playing. They said it was a TikTok prank. It's so 3 o'clock in the morning. They kicking his door in, so he shot him. Killed 2 of them.
Oh my goodness.
And they charging him with murder.
What?
Yeah.
For a prank that they did.
Childhood prank, the Ding Dong Dish turned dead.
You don't do that to nobody.
High school senior
What?
shot to
Ding
death
Dong
doing
Dish.
this stunt.
Right.
His friends say for a TikTok video. Now the homeowner, Tyler Chase Butler, arrested and accused of second-degree murder. The Spotsylvania County Sheriff's Office saying in a press
You gonna
release
beat
it was
that.
3 a.m. Saturday morning
3 o'clock
when they
in the
got a call
morning?
for a burglary in progress where shots were fired. Deputies found 2 people with gunshot wounds on the scene. 18-year-old Michael Bosworth Jr. was transported to a local hospital where he died just hours before his high school prom. His stepfather
Right.
telling me he was a student
Right.
who played lacrosse.
Well, they're lesson. Right.
Another teen
playing with folks, huh?
telling investigators
2 o'clock in the
according to
morning?
court
Come
records,
on.
You
they
all you
weren't
hear is
trying
somebody
to break
kicking your
into the
door
home to
in?
steal anything. They were just ringing
He ain't
doorbells
know
and
that.
running away.
How he
And a
wasn't
third
know?
teen, not
Why
shot,
they kicking
telling
him?
authorities the same story and showing police a similar video from earlier that night.
If it was
The
on
question
TikTok,
is
then they
whether a
would've had
resident
to
can
record
claim
it.
self-defense in some
Right.
cases.
In Virginia, if you're
Right.
going to use lethal force,
That would
you
be
have
shown.
to be in fear from the perspective of a reasonable person of bodily harm,
At 3 in the
great bodily
morning.
harm, or death.
The sheriff's office saying Butler is held on no bond at a local jail.
he got no
We haven't
bond?
been able to
Come
reach in
on.
or an attorney. The investigation is still ongoing and may uncover if it really was a ding-dong ditch that led to shots ringing through this neighborhood
Come out on.
and a young life lost.
And they talking about ding dong.
Correct.
They said everybody
Peace
ringing
and
the doorbell.
blessings,
They
peace
saying
and
they
blessings, all praises to the Most High.
Man.
In the scripture, Leviticus 19 and
They
15
lying like
says,
that. They always try to
do
come
not
to us.
pervert
He's
justice,
locked up with
do
no bail.
not
From
show
the inside.
partiality
Right.
to the poor or
That's
favoritism
That's
to
anybody
the
would do.
rich,
Right.
No idea
but
what the
judge
hell
your
going
neighbor
on.
Right.
fair.
Them is either you or them at that time.
They more
You
definitely
don't
gonna be
take
there 'cause ain't nobody
their
gonna play on my
life
dog.
I'm telling you.
perspective in the same
I'll
regard
let my
that you
dog
take
out.
the rich's life. Now,
I'm gonna get
why
rid
do
of
I
that.
use that scripture? Because
Get him.
today,
My
7-year-old
dog
Tyler
out.
Chase
I'm telling
Butler
They had the first
remains
line
held
of
as
defense.
I'm telling
Spotsylvania
you.
Even
Virginia
when somebody
jail
creeping up, they
under
hear.
no
They
bond
here.
Get your
after
dog.
being charged with second-degree murder for defending his home, as he thought, against burglars. When Michael Bosworth Jr.
Oh, this.
and 2 other
You wanna
teams
go learn
kicked
it on
his
this
door
outline
at 3 a.m. in the morning under the guise of doing a TikTok prank.
The black?
Now,
Yeah,
I'm
shade
going
it
to go
all
over
black.
that news video
Not all black.
to show you how
But outer?
ambiguous and
Yeah.
favoritist
Okay.
it is to the
Like this.
perceived intruder to the perceived suspect,
You just
and how
asked.
unfavorable it is
I was
to
almost
Tyler
done.
Chase Butler, who has
Yeah.
every right, as the lawyer said, to defend his
And
home.
he did.
Now,
Right.
the
And
details
they
are
shot
very
he ain't got no
sketchy,
bond.
but we
I'm
do
Right.
know
supposed to do the crazy
that
shit.
Right.
Get
the
a
young
Get a
bond.
brother
bond.
at
Right.
3 a.m. called the police because he thought someone was trying to burglarize his home. Now, they said the 2 teens were found on the scene, but they did not say where they were found. Were they found in the house,
They probably went
outside
in.
of the house?
But they
on
could
the
have turned
porch?
around and run.
You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? But nevertheless, regardless, that man is being charged with murder. And the reason I say partiality, because there's been several incidents, namely Ralph Yarr. Ralph Yarr was a 16-year-old high school student who showed up at the wrong door trying to pick up his sisters
I remember
when
that.
73-year-old Lester somebody shot him through the door,
Mhm.
saying that he was trying to break into his house. And it took hell and high water to even arrest him. They took 4 years to bring him to trial. When they finally was about to convict
4
him,
years.
he perished. What about DeMontario Griffin
Oh, he
down
died?
there in Mississippi?
30 years.
A black FedEx worker who was delivering packages. And a father and son team said he was a suspicious person, and they blocked him off in the street and fired upon him, hitting several packages in the car, one right behind the driver's seat. That father and son was charged with aggravated attempted murder, but they were let off on a technicality. And we can go on and on and on about black people
And I'm
showing up
delivering
in
all
white
the
people's
time.
driveways. They get shot, and the white person says they fear for their life, and they get off. Now, this situation, the man clearly, this is not broad daylight. This is 3 in the morning. If you hear a knock or a bumble at your door, you're gonna think the worst. Nobody shows up at your house at 3 in the morning with any good intentions. Now,
Right.
man, I've done they talking about the doorbell ring. We used to call it nigga knocking, where you knock on the door and you run. We knocked on the door. We didn't kick anybody's door. We didn't do it at 3 in the morning.
Like you said,
Different
kick
day
in
and
We
the
did
line.
it
Like you said,
at
kick
a
in the line.
reasonable time. And so the fact that they are trying to paint it as a quote unquote TikTok prank
Right.
to humanize Michael Bosworth Jr. And they show pictures of him as a high school athlete, and you know he was a student that everybody loved, and he died just hours before the senior prom. You see how
Right.
they
They're
are
trying to paint the picture.
bringing sympathy to the young man. There's no stories about his arrest record, how he got in trouble in the 3rd grade. You know, there's nothing bad about him, but they throw up the mugshot of our dear brother. So let's break down this news clip piece by piece to show you how biased, once again, the news articles are in these situations. But first, let me play this video from my brother because he seemed to have a little more insight on what really happened. Check this out.
Now one of you white tea people to come in here and say anything negative or even try to justify this little boy in no kind of way. Now let me tell y'all what's going on. At 3 o'clock in the morning, Tyler Chase Butler thought his house was being burglarized or thought somebody was coming in there to harm him. Since they said that these kids said that it was a TikTok prank, who kicked somebody door in at 3 o'clock in the morning and expect these people just to be in their bed scared? No, this brother Tyler Chase Butler took care of his business and he unallowed the little boy Michael Bosworth Jr. just like Austin McCall. But let me tell y'all something. This man is sitting in jail right now on a no bond, like he went across the street and broke into their house. No, they came to this man's house at 3 o'clock in the morning and kicked his front door in, thinking that it would be funny to play a prank. You don't prank people like that. And now you're not here to prank nobody else. And one thing about it, this man deserves, he deserves a bond first, and he should be acquitted. One thing about it, all he did was protect him and his household. So how is he being charged like he the one that went over there and did them something? They came to this man's house. We have to get justice for Tyler Chase Butler too, y'all. We can't keep letting this go on all around the world. Y'all see they getting bolder and bolder. And if your kids are dumb enough to think that they can go make a prank at somebody else's house at 3 o'clock in the morning, like you don't have real consequences out here that can happen to you, they deserve to be where they at if you ask me.
Oh, right.
That brother, they kicked the door in. Now, once again, I can't confirm or deny that. But I don't believe that it was a TikTok prank when you ring the doorbell. If you ring the doorbell, I'm sure somebody's going to come. But if you're kicking the door, nobody's going to come to the. We don't know what happened. And they said that the team had a video of a previous prank. Well, where's the video of this one?
Hello?
You're videoing one. 9 times out of 10, you're videoing the other. So let's, and that's why I gotta break down this news article one more time. Wait a minute.
What?
Just rock with me for about 3 more minutes before I'm gonna let y'all go.
No. Say what?
I'm a definitely not getting.
Once again,
I don't know if I got no rings. I don't know. They're about $15.
Childhood prank. Okay, well, no, these children were just playing. You know, he took it to another level. Look at the menacing photo. All right, so they got a call for a burglary in progress. Who made that call? I'm pretty sure Tyler made the call. Look at this beautiful house. This young brother ain't out in the streets thugging.
No bond. We're about to lose the damn house. We don't get out of jail.
Came on his property at 3 in the morning.
That's what they doing for the nigga lose shit.
That white person, there would be no article, there would be no arrest, there would be no nothing, because only white people in this country have the right to defend their property and to fear for their life. On the scene, they don't say where they are, and look at the high school photos of the young man. There's no mugshot to arrest warrants, right? You see how that is? Just hours before his high school prom. Making him the guy that kicked a person's door at 3 in the morning, allegedly making him seem like he's the victim.
Raised with a bullet, telling investigators, according to court records, they weren't trying to break into the home to steal anything. They were just ringing doorbells and running away. And at 13, not shot.
Well, look at this beautiful house. This young brother ain't out in the streets, thugging, hustling, doing his works hard for his property, and somebody came on his property at 3 in the morning. If this would have been a white person, there would be no article, there would be no arrest, there would be no nothing, because only white people in this country have the right to defend their property and to fear for their life.
Deputies found 2 people with gunshot wounds on the scene.
They found them on the scene. They don't say where they are. And look at the high school photos of the young man. There's no mugshot to arrest him, right?
Oh, you still going?
Michael Bosworth Jr. was transported to a local hospital where he died just hours before his high school prom.
You see how that is? Just hours before his high school prom. Making him the guy that kicked a person's door at 3 in the morning, allegedly making him seem like he's the victim.
His stepfather telling me he was a student athlete. He played lacrosse, football, and wrestled. Now gone. Another student grazed with a bullet, telling investigators, according to court records, they weren't trying to break into the home to steal anything. They were just ringing doorbells and running away. And a third teen, not shot, telling authorities the same story and showing police a similar video from earlier that night.
All right, that's the point. Okay, all of them, of course, gonna have the same story, but why didn't you show this video? Because once again, if you're doing these pranks and it's on TikTok, then this would be on video too, right? It's a TikTok prank. But why are you doing it at 3 in the morning is the question.
Whether a resident can claim self-defense in such a case.
In Virginia, if you are going to use lethal force, you have to be in fear from the perspective of a reasonable person of bodily harm, great bodily harm, or death.
All right, so that's another thing. Okay, you have to be in fear from the perspective of a reasonable person. Now, white people, police, all of these people can always have fear for their life without question. But you see the caveat, a reasonable person. So now, black people are not reasonable. You know, oh, nah, he didn't have any reason to fear for his life. It was just a TikTok prank. You see what they're doing with this, right?
So why would they kick my door in? And I can't hear my life.
A ice cream shop with an ice cream cone holding it sideways. Oh, I fear for my life. He was about to use that ice cream cone as a projectile and use his superhuman Negro strength, so I had to take him out. Right? But this man wakes up in the middle of the night with someone kicking his door. There couldn't have been a doorbell ring.
Right.
Someone
He
kicking
most
his
definitely
door,
wasn't no doorbell.
and he don't know what is
He
going on,
wasn't
so
even
he
probably
grabbed
approached
his
the
property.
situation like that. Had somebody on the door.
Right, exactly.
So they be lying.
They kicked him.
Right.
Protecting his property and then doing what he has the right to do.
Shut their ass and drag their ass in the house.
The law. We all know about the Castle Doctrine. That is
Castle. Right.
He has the right
Castle
to
law.
defend that castle to
What's
the
this, fam?
fullest
See you
magnitude
going
of
in,
his
haven't
capabilities.
since COVID hit. Been doing it since the
No
90s.
bond at a
My
local
brother
jail.
was the
We haven't
first
been able
sixth
to
grader
reach
with a
him or an
tattoo.
attorney. The investigation is still ongoing and may uncover if it really was a ding-dong ditch that led to shots ringing through this neighborhood and a young life lost.
All right, so there.
Well, Todd,
the
we're talking about
last
this little
thing,
young life. At this point,
the
age
very
don't even matter.
important,
Right.
If it
Yeah,
really
right.
was a TikTok prank,
They need
We
to charge
don't
their
know.
mamas then.
Right.
we don't know.
Right,
And
mama,
he
yeah,
didn't
mama
know.
need to do somebody need
Yeah.
to
So why is he not afforded the right to fear for his life?
Right.
And
How
defend
you
his
supposed to know
castle
it?
and
2
his
o'clock in the
property?
morning
Right.
Only white people are allowed
to be in
to,
fear.
to fear for their lives in the presence of black people. You know,
We don't
he
even do
was
nothing
just
to
a
their
kid.
ass.
Hold on.
He was
no
going to the prom the next day. Well, he should have been Like my brother
Ooh,
said,
you ready to die?
she's sleeping in bed trying on this tuxedo instead
Yeah.
of kicking people doors 3 in the morning. Just
Right.
like every time
They
a
been
black
trying that
child
tuxedo.
runs away from the police
Right, they
and
get
gets
shot.
shot, or has a gun running from the police and gets shot, what do most white people say? Well, he shouldn't have been
Right,
running.
shouldn't have
He,
been
he
running.
wouldn't have been caught. He should have just complied. Well, with all due respect, if that young man wasn't kicking people's door in the middle of the night, then this wouldn't have happened.
I wanna
So
go
I
kick some
agree
damn
that man
dogs
should
and
be
shit.
afforded
The
the
fuck?
same right and privilege to guard his property and guard his life to the fullest extent of his capabilities with the reasonable
good.
knowledge
Yeah.
that a reasonable
I put the plastic
reasonable
over
person
after. I'll take the
would
plastic
exude in that type of situation. So,
All I'ma do is
y'all
take it
let
right
me know
off.
what y'all think about this in the comments.
Using
Keep
Andy
our
Boyd,
time
right?
chasing
Yeah,
Buckle
I'll put on
in the prayers.
I
and
got some.
Y'all let
I'm
me
just
know
saying
what
that's
y'all
what we're
think in
gonna
the
use to take
comments.
care of
Once
them.
again, I thank
Take
y'all
that
for watching
lotion.
this
Yeah,
video.
yeah,
Please
yeah.
like, share,
Don't use Vaseline though.
subscribe.
Right.
If you do want to contribute to the channel, you see the cash out down low. You know, whenever 919-587-7782.
Trying to go out.
Yeah, I just need some smoke.
TaylorHousePublications.com is where
Yeah,
you
the
can
time to the
purchase the
left.
books.
Okay, my
Thank y'all
nerves
for
back.
tuning in. Much love.
I think that needed to be everybody like that.
Now that I use Monday service, AI makes selling tickets my form of meditation. Monday Service is a ticketing platform that helps us manage and automate our entire service operations with efficiency and with no code needed. IT, HR, ops, or any other department, everyone can manage ticketing their way and stay on the same platform so we can create a unified experience for our customers. And AI has our back, freeing our time and speeding up ticket resolution. Every incoming ticket is automatically categorized, and the repetitive issues get resolved. Whatever tickets are left get routed to the right available rep with recommended resolutions and next steps. And you can see it all here on our dashboard. We customize them to focus on the strategic stuff, identifying company needs and opportunities so we can finally be proactive and also showcase our business impact. Turns out my job doesn't have to be that chaotic. With Monday Service, we can handle any volume of tickets with ease and provide the best service there is. Right, Taylor?